we have been discussing the various items of balance sheet as per the format prescribed by the Companies Act 2015 via our videos 45 and 46. The balance sheet analysis or the analysis of profit and loss account statement is one of the most important tools used by banks in taking a lending decision. The analysis of the financial statements give lot of important information to the bankers, whether the revenue generated is growing or not, whether the company is making profit, whether the profit generated is adequate enough to service the debt. There may be cases where sales is found to increase but the profit is declining. There are cases where sales is declining or remains stagnant, but at the same time the profit keeps on increasing. And whether the current assets are sufficient enough to pay the current liabilities, that is the liquidity position of a company, whether the company depends more on debt than its own capital to do business, is there any diversion of funds, that is whether the short-term sources of funds are used for investment in long-term uses. So such information are available from the analysis of financial statements. While undertaking the financial statement analysis, banks use a form called Credit Monitoring Arrangement Forms. They are a set of 6 forms and shortly they are known as CMA forms. The balance sheet, which is prepared as per the format prescribed by the Companies Act, does not satisfy the requirement of a banker. The sequence in which various items appear or the way in which the presentations are made doesn't satisfy the requirement of a banker in taking a lending decision. So what the bank does is, it reclassifies the various items of balance sheet and that of a profit and loss account statement to enable the banker to take a lending decision. In cases where there are large advances, bank use a form called Credit Monitoring Arrangement Forms. These forms are used not only for credit appraisal but also for credit monitoring. Credit appraisal is nothing but taking a lending decision whether to lend or not. Credit monitoring means the banker's responsibility does not cease the moment the loan is sanctioned and released. Bank has to keep an eye on the performance of the company to ensure that funds are used for the purpose for which it is lent. There is no diversion of fund. The management does not siphon out the money for some other purpose. The key personnel in the management continues to be there in the company. So for such purposes, the bank keeps monitoring the advance till such time the entire funds lent together with the interest is recovered. For this purpose, we need to learn the analysis and the content of the credit monitoring arrangement forms. The credit monitoring arrangement forms were actually designed by the Tanton Committee way back in 1974. At that time, these forms were known as CAS forms, Credit Authorization Scheme forms. In those days, I am talking about way back in 45 years, the banks were required to report large credit to Reserve Bank of India. For that purpose, the Tandon Committee has prescribed submission of the CAS forms. Subsequent to introduction of financial sector reforms in India, the mandatory requirement of submission of CAS forms were withdrawn by RBI. But however, the banks found that these forms are very much useful in credit appraisal and in credit monitoring. That is why the CAS forms are now known as credit monitoring arrangement forms. These are generally used in the large advances. But most of the bankers, they believe that it is very difficult to understand and analyze these forms. I shall explain each of these forms in a very simple way with sufficient examples to make you understand that they are not difficult to understand and analyze. The CMA forms consist of 6 forms. They are known as CMA Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5 and Form 6. There are 6 forms under CMA. The first one, that is a CMA form number 1, is a mere statement. It furnishes the details of existing and proposed credit facilities from the banking system. When I say banking system, it could be possible that the company may be availing the entire credit requirement from a single bank, which is known as sole banking. It could also be possible that the company may be enjoying credit facilities from various banks by giving different securities to them. It is known as multiple banking. There is a third case where it is known as consortium lending, where 3-4 banks joining together consider the credit facilities to a company. In this case, one bank will act as a leader who does the appraisal part of it and who does the documentation and shares the credit facilities with other banks. The other banks are called as member banks. So, the statement 1, the CMA form number 1 gives the details of credit facilities the company enjoys from the entire banking system. There, the contents are, for example, working capital from form Bank A, Bank B, Bank C. What is the nature of credit facility? Say, cash credit hypothecation of stocks, or cash credit hypothecation of book debts, or cash credit hypothecation of stocks come book debts, or bill purchase, or bill discount, or bill negotiation. Second one is the sanction limit accorded by each of these banks. Then the balance outstanding as on the date the form is submitted to the bank. It also gives the performance or the utilization of the credit facilities during the last 12 months. It furnishes what was the maximum balance outstanding in that account and what was the minimum balance outstanding in that account. Then coming to the term loan, here again the credit facilities or the term loan sanctioned from each bank wise is given. What is the sanction limit? What is the drawing limit? Whether all EMIs are paid on date? Whether there are any overdues, that is, whether the company has delayed the payment of any of the EMIs and the reason for the out of order or overdue position. That is what is statement CMA form number 1. The CMA form number 2 is called as operating statement. Operating statement is nothing but reclassification of the various items of the profit and loss account statement, because a banker has to ensure the activity for which the finance is extended, standalone generates sufficient profit to service the debt. That is what is CMA form number 2, known as operating statement. Now, coming to the form number 3, it is known as balance sheet spread. It is nothing but balance sheet analysis. As we have already understood, the various items of the balance sheet, the liability side and asset side, are reclassified based on the maturity period, and then analysis is done. Here the form number 3A talks about the liability side of the balance sheet, and form number 3 talks about the asset side of the balance sheet. Now coming to the form number 4, it is a comparative statement of current assets and current liabilities. That is, form number 4 consists only of the current assets and the current liabilities, and they are analyzed. And this form is used to find out the holding period of raw material, semi-finished goods and finished goods, and the credit period extended on sales and the credit period available on purchases. The form number 5 is nothing but the MPBF computation. We have already learned one of the methods for assessing the working capital limit is MPBF method. There are two methods, method 1 and method 2, that is described in form number 5. And form number 6 is known as the funds flow statement. The funds flow statement means between 2 years, say for example 2019 and 2020, between these 2 years, how the funds have moved or how the working capital is met. There what we do is we take all the long-term sources, we take all the long-term uses, find out whether there is a surplus. If there is a surplus, we know that there is margin available for working capital. How the increase in working capital between those 2 years have been met, that is what is funds flow statement. Now, any CMA form excluding form number 1, 4 and 6 consists of 5 columns. When I say 5 columns, it is the form number 2, form number 3 and form number 5. They have 5 columns in the CMA format. The first one is the particulars. The second and third column, the first audited figures will be given. There are 2 columns, both consist of audited figures. Here the audited figures as on last year, and here it is year before last. So if you are taking a balance sheet as of today, you will have the figures as on 31/3/20. So it also gives the figures as on 31/3/19. It enables the banker to compare the actual performance of the company between 2 years. So we have the first column, the particulars, the second and the third consist of audited figures. This column will consist of figures year before last. This is last year. Then the fourth column is current year estimate. And this one is next year's projection. So the CMA data, the form number 2, form number 3 and form number 5 will have 5 columns. The first column is the particulars. The second and the third gives the figures of the audited figures. That is the actuals year before last and the last year. And the next column is current year estimate. Based on the performance which has happened during the current year, what will be the achievement as on the last day of the financial year? That is current year estimate. This gives the one full year projection. Now, say for example, if I am taking the form number 2, in the form number 2, there will be gross sales, there will be the raw material consumption, there will be the cost of production, there will be cost of sales, there will be the total cost, there will be the operating profit, there will be the interest, etc. So that it enables the banker to compare the last 2 years actuals, and also it helps the bank in comparing the current year estimate and the next year projection with that of the actuals which they have achieved. This is what is the CMA forms are about. In the next video onwards, we will go into each and every CMA format, and we will analyze the profit and loss account and the balance sheet and also all other forms. If you have understood the basics of the CMA forms and liked it, press the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.